Mood.
Not at all.
This
There's
game
zero.
for you at all?
There's no bad wins in Division I baseball. Yeah, so
Okay.
feel good about it. Talked to the team about taking ownership of their readiness to play tonight, and they did a great job.
I was going to ask, what was the message after today's game?
Good job taking ownership of being ready to play, and really I think everything was positive until the ninth inning. There wasn't really anything negative. Really pleased with the start from Bryce Collins. Jacob came in and did what Jacob does. Ty Floyd, real positive for me tonight. Good takeaway. And then, the rest of the guys, scuffled a little bit, but they all contributed to the win. You know what I mean? Collecting some outs. And offensively, really pleased with that third inning. Think about Josh Stevenson laying off some tough pitches and getting that walk. If he swings at one of those, now we just have one runner on and 2 outs. Instead, it led to, the 5-run inning. After he got a 2-strike walk, Josh Pearson got a 2-strike RBI hit. Dylan had a hit. I don't know if that was a 2 strikes or not. I think it was. Barry, 2-strike RBI hit, which was great. And then just kind of got going from there. It was good.
And how do you redirect that energy once you kind of get in a jam and they start scoring? You're like, how do you redirect?
Play. It's so important to just try to play it one pitch at a time. There's no clock in baseball. These games are long. We have a great offense. We can always score. Really like our bullpen, obviously, so we can keep them from scoring. So just kind of staying with it and not mentally get distracted by any kind of adversity or failure. If you do that, then you can just play the pitch, and we got guys that can win pitches.
Josh Pearson with the 2 home runs tonight, he continues to excel. What has allowed him to continue to progress and really make his way to own that spot?
Yeah, slow heartbeat, plays under control, plays aggressive under control, hits aggressive under control. Like, just a real good temperament, real good baseball knowledge, real good strength, obviously, taking really professional at-bats.
Tyler McManus, I feel like, is kind of the unsung hero too. He had a couple of very competitive
great game.
at-bats.
Great game tonight. Behind the plate, him blocking that strike 3 when Hasty came in to strike the guy out with 2 guys on. Awesome, big time play right there. And then took, as you said, 4 or 5 great at-bats tonight.
What has allowed him to progress this late in the season? I felt like he was slower to kind of get those hits going, but now he's second on team triple.
He was great in the fall. Not good. He was great. It's a new environment, and everybody wants to do well. And, some guys get off to slower starts than others, and didn't really question his ability. We have 3 guys that we like back there, so we're kind of playing all of them. So I think just him getting into a rhythm. I think the great part about Tyler is, for the most part, he's contributed when we really needed it too. I looked up, I think he has 4 home runs, and I could play him back in my head, and all of them came at key points in games. And so I love his experience. He's just going for it, and thank God we got him this summer.
Has the feeling around this team been different at all the last few days?
Nah, we're good. We've been good. We've just kind of put our head down and work. We're certainly excited. We're excited about that game on Sunday.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to, because that's such a momentous win that maybe that sort of changed the momentum of a season.
Yeah,
almost,
I don't know about that. I don't. We're 24-6 at home. So, in baseball, it's pretty good. And so I think we've been pretty consistent. Haven't always played great, but we play great competition. I was looking at it today, more than half our games are against top 50 RPI teams. So you're going to have some bumps in the road, and it's not designed like football. Sometimes I wish it was. I think we're doing fine. I think they're just staying with it, and when you stay with it, you can see the fruits of your labor. You don't get, as I said, distracted by failure or adversity or discouragement. You can't play here if you crack when those types of things come. And these guys aren't doing it. They're using it as learning and motivating and moving.
Is that Bryce Collins' first start tonight?
For this year, yes. Yeah.
And
did a
what
great
led
job.
to that decision? And
He's one of our best pitchers, and we felt like we really needed to win the game tonight. He wasn't used as much last weekend, just based on where we were and maybe some matchup and that kind of thing. And just kind of looking at Nichols, I just felt like that was the right call, and he did a great job as he's done all year.
As a staff, I noticed y'all only walked 2 guys, I think, at the end of the night. What do you attribute that to? And is that something you look at?
Oh, 100%. I mean, the free bases in baseball, it's kind of like turnovers in football, and we've done a great job of limiting those this year. I think we do a good job controlling the strike zone on offense. Therefore, we walk a lot more than our opponent because our pitchers do a great job of attacking the zone, and they did a good job of that tonight.
You're talking about the consistency that your team has had so far this season. What's been sort of the key to maintaining that for you guys throughout the year?
I think we have good players for sure, and good pitchers for sure. So you start there because you have to be able to match up or have some ability to match up. And I just think every day in our program we're working on mindset, because if the mindset is right, then that talent can become usable skill in the game. And then you keep developing that skill, and then you kind of get a good wave going forward. And I just think that's what it is.
How is Trey Morgan doing?
He's good.
Kind of early.
Yeah, I was by design. I felt like if we couldn't win the game with all the guys we had in the pen, I mean, we hadn't gone to Riley or Gervais or
rest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's fine. He actually came out of last weekend a lot better than the previous weekends. So,
do you have any thoughts on the boombox?
Hey, I don't know. You can ask the guys about that, but for me, it's like, I mean, I want him to want to be in the dugout in the middle of one of our rallies worse than I want him to be anywhere else, hanging out with their girlfriend or, just doing whatever, So if it takes a boombox for that to happen, then I'm all good. I don't know about the song. Like, I don't know what that's about, but